Hey, what's up? It's Jay Barino, continuing StarCraft Mass Recall, a StarCraft Brood War remake, and StarCraft 2. We're getting close to the end of the stand. There are only 8 missions, but I have to say, moving into the Insurgent, this is where the mod, Mass Recall, starts getting very, very challenging. I think the other missions, there were certainly some one-offs that I found very hard. I think the last mission was quite tough, too, so maybe I'd go so far as to say the last mission is where it starts to get really, really tough. But from here on out, almost every mission has some major element of challenge to it. All right, Protoss fleet, high orbit over the planet Char.
Congratulations, Executor. Your success has brought us the promise of hope against the Zerg. However, we face a new threat within our own ranks. In your absence, Judicator Aldaris and an entire legion of Kali survivors from Ire have begun an open revolt against us.
By the gods, this is ill news indeed. Why would Aldaris betray us so?
He and his ilk believe that it was wrong to have abandoned Ire and consorted with our people. Their prejudices have driven them to perpetuate the Conclave's sins against us. Even now, Aldaris and his loyalist Templar forces are preparing to attack our citadel.
I can scarcely believe this. As if the Zerg were not enough. Matriarch, are you certain of this?
All too certain, young Templar. Executor, as Matriarch of the Dark Templar and Custodian of this world, I hereby order you to terminate Judicator Aldaris and quell this untimely uprising without delay. There will be no dissent among us while the Zerg are poised to strike.
There's something amiss here. The Matriarch has always been a wise and gentle soul. Though there is some merit in her decision, this is very unlike her.
That may well be. But right now, we have a friend to kill. May Adun forgive us.
Yep, we're not going to follow up on that at all. We're just going to go and do it. Kill the traitor Aldaris. This mission is quite sad, in my opinion. Also really hard. I'm going to be quick saving. I will not be surprised if I have to reload because the attacks are just absolutely brutal. Citadel of the Executor, New Antioch Shakuras. I've even been mulling over the idea of making a bunch of scouts and corsairs and going up the side of the map. Maybe grabbing... Oh, we can't make arbiters. But either way, even though there's carriers and scouts, if you make enough, you could probably get away with it. Now let's go.
Be advised, Executor. Our forces are divided. Aldaris has taken control of our Templar warriors and arbiters. It is possible that he may even send Archons against us.
Fear not, comrades, for we have Archons of our own. Should the dire need arise, all Dark Templar may merge to become Dark Archons. Though we sacrifice our warriors in doing so, only the might of the Dark Archons can match the forces of Aldaris.
Yep, don't be so afraid, Artanis, alright? I mean, I'm afraid, alright? There's only room for one coward here, and I've taken that role, so cool your jets, alright? We're gonna be doing our best here, because this is tough. This is definitely a tough mission, without a doubt. So, like I said, I'll quick save so that I don't ever feel like obligated to rewatch any of the cinematics or anything like that. Early Zealot legs, is it worth it? Let's do it, and then I'm gonna start throwing down a bunch of shield batteries, because we're gonna need them for our Dark Archons. Using Mind Control not only uses 150 energy, but it uses all of the shields on your Dark Archon. So the Dark Archon could have 0 shields, but as long as they have 150 energy, they'll still cast it, and it will just always send them back down to 0 shields. So the idea is you want to just have a bunch of shield batteries, and then we're just going to mind control the crap out of as much as we can this map. Reavers, Archons, Arbiters, Scouts, Carriers, major targets. But for now, let's focus on staying alive. You know, the song. Alrighty, so, yeah, shield batteries, and I'm just gonna get a lot of them, like a big farm of shield batteries that we can just plop our Dark Archons next to, and I do have the Templar Archive. Yes, Argus Talisman, that's what I'm looking for. Alrighty. We'll snag that soon. Right. Go ahead and heal up our Archon, our normal Archon as well, and just be ready to move over and try to mind control other things. We just need a lot more probes. We've got our singularity charge. That's going to be pretty helpful. I just remember this mission having huge attack waves. We do have nice choke points. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna complain about the choke points, right? But it's just, honestly, cannons are almost wasteful on this map because they die near instantly. So, you know, we can make more Dark Archons. That'll be fine. This guy almost already has enough energy to mind control again. So we're just going to be doing that a lot with a lot of shield batteries. I'm waiting for the next enemy attack, and we're going to grab something else. If we can mind control one thing per enemy attack, whether it dies or not, I would say it's worth it. So let's start getting some upgrades. I may also, this is going to be the mission where I don't necessarily make mass carriers, but we're going to be making carriers to move in with our groups. For sure. And if we can specifically mind control either High Templar, I would have liked to take him. If we can either mind control Reavers and or High Templar as we're attacking, I think that'll put us in really good shape. Must have energy. Yep, you're a weirdo. So yeah, all Dark Archons are just crazy and weird. So, and that's okay. Let's take one of these. Like I said, I'm just going to be taking a few of these every time. Get out of there, Dark Templar. Run in a big circle. Yep, and then just back away, and I just need more. Alright, get out of there as well. Okay, and this is where we're going to need some cannons and probably just more shield batteries so that we can continue to mind control, and I think that's going to be my strategy this mission, is let's just grab a couple shield batteries and get more Dark Templar, and we're going to morph them into just a big old ball of Dark Archons that can then push for us. That's going to be absolutely necessary. There are expansions to take, and I kind of want to eke my way out and try to take them, but it's very challenging to hold on to them. So I don't know how soon I'll be able to do that. That's the thing. I really don't know. I'm going to make another Dark Archon here when possible. And probably just throw down more shield batteries in the front here with cannons, a couple cannons. I can build up on the ledges. And Reavers won't be able to shoot up here. In the original, you couldn't build up here. So this is I don't want to say it's cheap, but it's not meant to be, but I am going to do it because this map is hard, and keep in mind the enemy attacks are scaled up for this this type of challenge anyway. So I think it's a valid strategy without a doubt. Okay, and then let's go ahead and throw down a Stargate. I would consider this the trial of Tassadar of this campaign. It's very tough. Okay, we still have one Dark Archon with enough to mind control. We're still going to need some cannons, which I'm going to put up here. And Dragoons are going to be able to shoot up here. But if these cannons can stop Reavers from causing us problems, then I'm more than happy to put them up here. So let's do that. Just get a small group of them. We don't need a lot. Just need a group of them. And then there's going to be probably air attacks that come from the sides as well. Mind controlling air units is going to be super great. Okay, is this done yet? It's not, but I do need another gateway. We're running out of space. The sooner I can move out and take an expansion, like one over here to the left, the better. Specifically for gas. I think gas is going to be important. Let's get on the path to get another Dark Archon. We got ground armor.
We are under attack.
Okay, let's come on over here and be ready to mine. There's a Reaver in the back. There's the see, the Reaver's kind of bugged out because it wants to shoot uphill, but it can't. Okay, that's garbage. Take the Reaver. Oh, yes. Well, unfortunately, we're going to lose it, but that's, it's worth it. And I don't really have any other units. We got to get these guys over here. And everybody move down here and attack. You guys can't do anything, so just kind of hang out. And just get more Dark Templar. And these attacks are huge. Like I said, we're kind of confined to our own choke points because of... that's it. We're confined to our own choke points. That's all there is that I have to say about that. I'd like to get some more cannons. It seemed like the high ground did not really work out for me as I was hoping, so... we just want to get a couple cannons, because as you can see, they just get wiped out really fast anyway. It's almost not worth it. Okay, and I'm just going to get... As soon as I can get a couple carriers out, it's, again, just like Trial of Tassadar. The sooner we can do it, the better. I'm going to get 2 more Dark Archons. And then more Dark Templar. And maybe just Zealots. Or Dragoons, actually. We need that anti-air. We almost have enough to mind control 3 more times, which is a big deal. And then we have 5 total Dark Archons. We're just going to be using these to pretty great effect. Not having High Templar, I've been very reliant on High Templar so far throughout this campaign, so that makes it quite tough. Okay, carriers apparently start with the the capacity upgrade. Because it's not here. That's either a bug or they just are going to start with it, and I'm fine with that. I don't remember if they did or did not in the original. Okay, let's just try to be on the lookout for where we're going to get attacked next. I expect one of these side areas, and we just got to get our Dark Archons over to where they need to be. It seems like this area is the big spot, so let's just be ready over here. They're leaving the left ramp alone. So I'm going to wait for the next attack, and then I'm going to try to push out and take another base. And we're just going to keep making Dragoons and Dark Templar. Yeah, Dark Templar and eventually Dark Archons, because we just want to be mind-controlling large groups of enemy units at a time, waiting for some shields to come back and then doing it again. Just that, over and over and over. I do expect these areas to get hit. It's tough because we don't have vision up here. The enemy doesn't have... Okay, now, you know, here he's talking about not getting attacked. Let's grab this and grab as many scouts as we can. Well, I grabbed as many scouts as I can, and there we go. Well, is that a waste of energy? It sort of seems like it, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I can Maelstrom the Zealots. We can just keep backing up and kind of kiting them a little bit into our other units. Maelstrom, yeah, I don't even think Maelstrom is worth it here with only a couple things. Okay, I guess we want more Dark Archons so that we can just keep doing that, because I want to be able to take those units more effectively moving forward. Okay, so we got another carrier, and like I said, I'm going to snag a probe and just start poking it over here, at least for gas. For gas purposes, that's going to be worth it. There's not a lot of minerals here either, so we may have to take even a second base. Do I have more? Yeah, I do have more mind controls if necessary. Seems like they're coming in with a lot of observers, so I don't know how worth it is to bother with Dark Templar exclusively. I don't think it is going to be worth it. And I can't make Archons either. I've been very reliant on High Templar in general, which I'm kind of proud of myself for, because those are units in the original StarCraft. Back when I was really young, I tended to not really use. So I'm glad that I'm doing it now, but I never used to. Okay, we need more Dragoons, and Carrier can get more than 8 Interceptors. That's a big deal, and I kind of want to move out over here. Anything that was attacking me down this area is probably going to start hitting me from over here. Okay, next group coming in. Take the Archons. Take the Scouts. They're quite expensive, and now I don't have enough energy to take the Reaver, which I'd really like. I almost do have enough, though. Okay, grab the Reaver now. Okay, Reaver don't. We're going to keep you. Okay. And that's pretty much how we're going to be dealing with these waves consistently. We got another carrier. I'm going to queue up another one. And more Dark Templar. Now we need pylons. See, now, and this is where space is going to be a concern. I feel like the start has gone okay. If we build up enough of a sizable force of Dark Archons, we can just really lay the hurt on by just taking half of these attack waves groups. And that'll add to our supply, but eventually we'll just have a large enough force of mind-controlled units that then we start pushing out, and it'll be great. So, Reaver, you're going to stay here because you obviously have shown to be useful. We're going to move the carrier over here. Keeping it right here keeps it out of line of sight of a lot of the units coming in, so it can start attacking that stuff. I just need more energy, honestly. I think what I'm actually going to do is move my Dragoons over to the left, and also set up some gateways over here. And then I want a quick save because I expect this base is going to get just completely fucked over, and I would load a save to save that base because I don't think it's that recoverable at this point, and I'd rather just avoid it having to redo it. Let's get more Dark Archons. Haven't been attacked yet for a little bit of time, which is good news. This random scout apparently wanted to go somewhere. Let's pull him back. I mean, those scouts and carriers and arbiters and reavers, those are expensive units. That's why I'm taking them. I can make Dragoons and I can make Zealots. That's really not an issue. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, hey, look at this. Look at what Big J-Bo expected. I didn't want that chat coming up. All right, so I'm going to load my quick save. I'm moving my Dark Archons over here. I'm taking that Reaver, and I'm taking that High Templar. They will be mine. They will be mine. I don't want to do this too much, but specifically this first attack, to hold on to this expansion, it's just terribly important that I don't let this go. Absolutely have to and want to do it. Okay, so you guys move on over here. And then we're going to add this to our group. We're going to get another Dark Archon. And hopefully I have enough energy to do what needs to be done. It looks like oh, you know what it is? Maybe because I mind control things with those upgrades, I retain those upgrades, which is obviously wrong, but if that is the case, I'm not going to complain. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, almost 3, almost 4, but they're here already. Gotta take at least the Reaver and the High Templar. They're gonna die. At least Storm, okay, never mind. Oh my word, I don't even know if I'll be able to hold on to this. There's another Reaver too, which I don't have enough energy to take. Oh god. Don't make me redo it again. Alright, take that. Anything that I have, bring it over here. I'd really like to hold on to this where possible. If possible. Ooh, this pylon is broken. That's exciting. If the Nexus goes down, I'm willing to accept that. Alright, Carrier's coming. Carrier's coming to save the day. Zealots are out. Might as well take a couple of these Dragoons. You guys go back and get your shields healed. And we're back to the drawing board. Alright, probe, we need to remake this Nexus. Okay, and then everybody go back home because I'm expecting this area getting hit next. Okay, well, again, I can't really afford to hemorrhage that type of money, so I guess let's leave a Reaver here, and hopefully we can take another one once we get over here. The Reaver attacks are just nightmares on this map. They are absolutely bananas bonkers. You know, it's really very, very, very... Well, there's something wrong with the textures here, too. I kind of want to reload just because there's something wrong with the gas. But I was going to say, I could move my carriers over earlier, and in fact, I am going to do that. And again, I'm only going to do this for this one attack. I just want to try to get through this attack kind of unscathed, because then I can, hopefully, those things are still kind of messed up. That's too bad. Let's get a cannon here. Everybody move on over in this direction. I'm still going to try to take those Reavers. The High Templar might be a lost cause. Okay, we'll get like 1 or 2 more cannons and just kind of spread them out a little bit. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. Waiting for money, the Jay Barrino story. Keep these guys kind of in the back. The carriers are going to get probably pretty smoked, but we'll also have a Reaver. And if I can take their Reavers... All right, everybody get in here. Okay, take the Reavers and take the High Templar. And High Templar, at least storm here if you can. We lost Dark Archon to a Reaver Blast. Okay, well, you know what? We survived that, so I'm comfortable with that. These Dark Archons can stay here for all I care, and we'll get new ones for the other area. So that means we need pylons, and we're going to make more Dark Templar and more Dark Templar to defend our home base. Okay, because we need more Dark Archons up here. These fellas need their shields back. And we need more probes to mine from these weird-looking minerals. Everything seems to be messed up. Not a big deal, so everything seems kind of wonky. Shield battery is so important on this map. So terribly important. Okay, God, these enemy attacks are just the worst. And this is they're so powerful with anti-ground, which is exactly why it's important that we it's so terribly important that we counter them with air units. We absolutely have to do it. And once we start pushing more, we'll be in a better spot. I also want to take this. That's a good-looking expansion, but we'd have to defend it as vigorously as our other base, as this one down here as well. So, gonna pose a bit of a challenge. We want to saturate this. Dark Archon set up. Let's quick save. We have a Dark Archon down here, and I'd like another one. This one doesn't have enough energy to really do anything, though. So our carriers are going to have to kind of save the day here. This is pretty well saturated. We do have better income now. We'll reset up a couple cannons. We need to spend that money just to kind of delay the enemy from making too much progress and getting on top of our carriers. Keep making those probes. I'm oversaturated or I'm over-queued, but ultimately I'm not broken up about it, all right? Okay, another carrier. 4 carriers, gonna be good. Let's see, this is going well. I guess let's get this gas set up. And we do have a Reaver here that we took. These Dark Archons, a lot of them have enough to mind control. Not sure. Oh, okay. Let's move on in here and take the carriers, take the arbiters, and take some of these scouts if you can. Just take whatever you can, Dark Archons. And they killed everything else. Good lord, these attacks are just too large. The attacks are too damn large. Ah, and there's a Dark Archon, or there's a High Templar too. We can feedback him. Okay, well, this Dragoon is going to try its best. Let's get some more. These attacks are enormous. All right, here comes the cavalry, which is unfortunate that we have to rely on that so much. It seems like all their attacks have diverted to my new expansion. It's almost like it's not worth it. Oh my god. Oh my... No. Okay, do you have enough energy to take any of these? Even with this amount of Dark Archons, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. It's absolutely crazy, and we just don't have income. We don't have enough income to hold this base and then the next one. And a lot of it comes down to not knowing exactly where they're going to attack next, which really, really poses a huge challenge. Well, Reaver, you did a good job. We got to set up a few more cannons here. Spread them out so that Reavers don't kill them immediately. Sort of like this. Move the Reaver up. We've got the Dark Archons who are going to be ready to take more enemy units when they can. Okay, air weapons, and I'd like shields as well to protect my carriers, and we need the carriers to actually attack. So this is going to be a bit of a longer one. I'm also not going to really waste my time going for the far right Aldaris. I'm just going to go up the left side of the map and go for it. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, take some of the Dragoons. I hate taking their shitty units like that, but we kind of just have to. Okay, do we have enough? Do I almost have enough for another mind control? The amount of scouts is just it's too much. It's just too much. Okay, I'd like to take one more. Let's see if we can get away with this. More Dragoons. The attacks, well, they're all attacking over here. I think I'm just going to leave the carriers at this point. Okay, here we go. Can we take at least one of these scouts? Oh, no, I took a Dragoon. Not really worth it, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, we're going to stay here this time, and we need to hold on to this. My question is, if I try to take the upper right base, what happens? Yeah, so like I said, this map is just, it's just absurd. Like, this map is really, really just absurd, in my opinion. It was hard in the original version, and this just makes it worse. Yeah, there's not much more to say there. Let's get some more Dark Templar. We need more gas, so let's go ahead and saturate this. And we're going to take this base, but they're just going to destroy it. They're just going to come and destroy this, like, immediately. And that's my problem is, you know, the attacks are so large that you can't really respond fast enough, and then you don't know exactly where they're coming. And you need your whole army to kind of hold out against these types of attacks. And if you don't have your whole army, you are just completely screwed. Okay, well, our main base is pretty much safe. Here we go again. Take the Reaver. Okay, that'll at least help. Okay, turn that on auto cast, and we're going to squirm you back. Do we have a Maelstrom? Okay, I guess we should hold on to some of these Dark Templar then. And more Dark Templar then, and we need gas. All right, so this is set up now, but again, once they catch on to it, it's gonna go down really quick. I would like another carrier. This may turn into a semi-suicide mission to get to Aldaris, which I'm not looking forward to, but we may need to do it. Okay, and as we push, the defending units don't scare me. I'll mind control all of them. It's just, you know, being prepared for that. So here's another instance where I'm transferring my probes. I'm going to quick save because I don't know when they're going to transfer and hit this. So this is going to be another instance where I'm probably just going to be loading new saves and making sure that we're able to defend against whatever's coming next. Okay, we need the gas up here too. Okay, oh, nope, see, now they're all up here. I guess let's try to get up here and save this. The Scarabs are confused, so we have an opportunity to actually get over here and stop this before it's too late. You Dark Templar are going to get absolutely smoked. Okay, they're trying to get up the ramp. We don't have enough, we don't even have enough for, we don't even have enough for mind control at this point. Get out of there, Dark Archons, it's not worth it. Okay, and who's getting hit the hardest here? We have to... Unfortunately, it comes down to 4 carriers having to clean this up. So this is why I guess maybe mass carriers is exactly what I need to be doing, which I really, truly hate. I really hate having to do this, but that's what it's going to be. I saved the base. My Dark Archons are here. Let's leave them down here and make more, and then let's just get more carriers. Ugh. I gotta do it. I have to do it. There's really no good option for me at this point. And we just have to wait for these to all have enough energy to actually do stuff again. Okay, so let's set up some shield batteries here for our carriers and at least a couple cannons. Now we have some cash, but not gas, which is about what I'd expect. Okay, let's get shields level 2. We've got air weapons level 3 coming up. Carriers, why don't you kind of retreat to the back side of this base, where I'm going to set up more cannons behind. We need some more cannons here as well with Dark Templar. Okay, and that's pretty much all of my money. I'm going to quick save again, because who knows where they're going to come to next. And it's really finding the best path up there. And if I do mass carriers, then I would just go straight up the right side. Okay, here's my Dark Archons. Most of them have energy to... Most of them do have energy. That's good, okay. Let's go ahead and get a couple Dragoons and Zealots over here as well, just for some mixed defense. Oh dear. Yep, I'm using my mass carrier allotment on this. Again, this is just going to be a bit of a longer mission. We need to hold on to this base. It's pretty crucial. I'm going to put an extra probe on here too. We are mining pretty effectively from here, but we are eventually going to get mined out, which is kind of the scary part. That one back there isn't going to be the best. Okay, and now they're over here. So take the carrier, take a bunch of the scouts. Okay, I pretty much took all of the scouts. They are getting, No, and all the scouts went down too? Oh my god! Okay, well, Cannon and Dragoons, make it happen. All my Dark Archons, I took so many of those units, and they were all just totally moot. But you know what? We're alive with minimal losses, so I will take it. Let's grab another Stargate somewhere. This base is happily mining away. This base down here is going to be consistently destroyed, so we need more Dark Templar and just lots and lots of Zealots. I'd love to get some of those High Templar for my own defense, but I don't think I'll be able to. I kind of want... It's like I want to attack with the Dark Archons as well, but they're not... They won't be able to. They're gonna get destroyed. Trying to just move in and snag things as we try to go in there. We'll see. I mean, we might be able to get away with it, especially if we upgrade our carriers as well. There's not going to be much that can stop us as we look back to Trial of Tassadar. That's pretty much how it went. It's just surviving that long. If this base goes down, we pretty much mined this out at this point, so it's not that useful. Okay, and then these, let's hotkey these separately. More Dark Templar for more Dark Archons, I think. I think that's what we're going to need to do. Okay, you guys have your shields back. Let's send you back over here. We leave Dark Archons on one side, we leave carriers on another side, and I think that'll kind of square us away. Crap. Well, here come the Dark Archons. I don't know if it'll be enough, but let's get in there and try to take their Archons. Okay, take them and take them. Take them. Take what you can. Okay, we're alive. I'm going to retake this base again. It's almost mined out, but I'm holding on to it. Now we have Archons here. Not Dark Archons, but Archons. Here they... Oh, my God. Seriously, can these things just leave us alone for, like, a brief moment? Carriers don't leave. You have to stay here. Including the new ones. Okay, I've mind-controlled so much that we're out of pylons, so let's go ahead and make more. Oh, take the Reaver. Take him before he shoots. Okay, perfect. Now we've got a Reaver who can help us defend down here. See, they definitely rotate where they're attacking most, which is nice. It's cool, but also really, really challenging to deal with. Okay, so let's move these down here. We've got a nice amount of Dark Templar and Archons, and we've got a couple Scouts. I think this base down here is pretty well defended. This is our main income right now, and I think there's another base we could take kind of around this area. I don't know if that's really what I want to be going for or not. So let's go ahead and hotkey all my Nexi. I am right on the cusp, I think, of being where I need to be able to push out, specifically with these carriers. I'd also like to start +3 shields. That's going to be a pretty crucial upgrade. It also depends on where they attack next. If they attack the left again, I will be in some mild trouble. Okay, and then I'm just going to rally Dragoons over here. I'm, like, desperately just trying to hold on to this left area. And that's really it. Get a few, like, one more Dark Archon. I have 9 Dark Archons. I do really want to bring these with me when it's time to attack. Okay, we're mining here again. The probes that are harvesting gas will eventually make their way back. I actually have a surplus of gas, but not much to spend it on right now, because Dark Templar are, they're 125 minerals. It's not really the gas that's a bit of a holdup on those. Okay, carriers, still carriers. You know what? I am not going to apologize for that. It's one of those missions. With enough carriers, it is tempting to go and kill all the Alderases just so we can hear all the different things that he says. It's a really stupid decision, I think, to ultimately do. Let's get another pylon here and try to get this spread out just a little bit better. We do have a high ground advantage. Here they come, actually. Get up there. There's just one random Reaver. Oh my god, and so many Dragoons. Okay, don't stand in the storm. Super important. My Interceptor's gonna get killed by storm. Okay, yeah, the carriers are now where they need to be. It's just not, I'm not quite comfortable to go and attack yet, but eventually, very soon, we will be ready. Okay, get more Dragoons to kind of hang out in this area, and we'll spread out some cannons. It's expensive to do, but I think it's kind of necessary. It's just also this Protoss v Protoss matchup is so nasty for me. The AI that uses Protoss is just very, very effective with what it's doing. You know, huge props to the AI using those storms, getting those Reavers where they need to be. But it's very, very tough to deal with. Okay, I'd like one more carrier to be queued up, preferably. Well, one more is all we can really afford supply-wise. We can start mind controlling, though, past the supply limit. We do have a nice force here that can just sort of hang out and actually defend us. I actually feel pretty good about this force. This is great. +3's coming out. Once this... Well, I think that's enough carriers. We'll have 10. And the 11th is coming out. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is push up to the right side, clear out that Alderis, and see where everything takes us. So let's do that. See where the good old life takes us. So let's start moving up the side of the map. I just quick saved. The question is, you know, if they divert and they start to attack my bases down here, we're gonna run into some trouble. Also, a lot of these carriers are low on health, but not shields, so that, you know, will cause us some mild issues as well. It looks like orange units are coming from somewhere. I'd like to find where the orange units are and get rid of them. The orange production. In either case, okay, hit that Arbiter quickly. That is so many scouts. Oh my god. This was the next big attack, without a doubt. I sort of just took that on the chin, and we're still losing more. I mean, there really wasn't much micro I could do there. This is where bringing Dark Archons would have been useful. Yeah, that's not workable for me. That's not workable for me at all. I think we do want to bring the Dark Archons then, if we can mind control some of those scouts, or we just wait for that attack to come and hit us, and we destroy all of it, and then we go right after that. I think maybe that's what we do. That'll give us an opportunity to get more of our upgrades, and we know that it's coming very soon, so that also means that we can set up a few more cannons. Anything to destroy that amount of scouts. That huge amount of scouts is really just to deter you from making carriers. But if you don't make carriers, what do you make on this map? It's absolutely, it's bananas. It's absolutely bananas. Okay, let's go ahead and send a Dark Templar up here. And I think I struggled with this on my original playthrough too. I think I did, and I think I ended up doing the same thing, which is just sort of bouncing around to different bases and doing my best with that. There is another base up here that we could take. They should not be able to still see him. And maybe we move in and take that middle area first. Move up with the Dark Archon so that they have an area to move up and kind of situate themselves in. Set up a shield battery farm. And then attack with the carriers. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm going to want to do. Okay, great. Okay, here comes the air attack. So carriers move back. Let them hit the... Yeah, let them hit the cannons. The cannons can also scout, so attack from behind this area. Before, yes, okay, perfect. I had this master plan, but I'm not gonna do that. I think now I'm just gonna go. Just gonna take my carriers and go. Let's just run with it. We just got rid of their giant anti-air force, so any air force, any base that we can get rid of off the back end of that is exactly what needs to happen. The orange base might be the one in the upper left near the real Aldaris. Spoiler alert, the one in the upper left is the real one. There's 3 on the map. Each time you kill one, he says something. Kind of taunts you. I did that in my first playthrough of this, but at this point I'm ready to clean this up. So I did have to quick save and reload a decent chunk of times this time around. It was not easy. Not easy at all. Okay, let's keep moving up. A lot of Reavers in this base. We would have gotten absolutely smoked by those. Okay, let's just get rid of everything that we can. Okay, it looks like a lot of brown units coming in to defend their home base. Turn around. Okay, back out if you can. Try to individually save each carrier if possible. And we're depleting their attacking forces as well, so this is a big deal. This is another situation where they're going to try to rebuild, and we're going to sort of drain them from doing it. Okay, I don't have enough supply to make more carriers, I want to point out, so that's why I'm not doing that. I'd like to find where they're building those giant those giant air fleets. I'd really like to find that. Okay, here comes another attack that would have gone for my base. A couple zealots that get through I think I can deal with. Okay, so we're gonna kill fake Aldaris. Get rid of all the stuff that's here as well. Getting the cyber core doesn't seem necessary.
You didn't think I'd be caught so easily, did you, Executor? You have only destroyed a phantom.
Yep, sorry, buddy, though. You don't... I mean, you kind of deserve this, but not that much. You know, you did mutiny, but you had a reason for it. I understand. Okay, now we're going to start... I guess you know what? Let's go and get the other Aldarises, too. Let's do it. Ah, there's that remaining attack. I think what I'm going to do now is I can grab these remaining units. Yeah, let's destroy all this stuff. We'll cut across the middle and take that middle area, because that's where the majority of the enemy forces are coming from. Okay, scouts just follow here. Okay, and let's, I don't need to take any of this stuff. Dark Archons just stay out of the fight. I could take this base now, and in fact, I think I will, just in case. Just in case. I mean, we're pretty far into this map. I'm expecting about an hour-long video just for this. But you know what? That's the price we pay. I had to reload a couple times. Not happy about it. Oh, Reaver, no. Okay, well, we're going to take these as vengeance. You are now mine. And the reason that I'm doing this is I'm getting rid of as much of their production as possible. Wherever those big... I think those big air attacks are actually coming from the upper left. So this is probably wasteful, but ultimately, getting rid of any production is totally worth it.
Yet again, Executor, you destroy only a simulacrum of myself. You believe me to be a traitor, but it is you and the matriarch who will usher our race to oblivion.
Simulacrum, huh? Alright, well, points for using your thesaurus. Let's just get rid of everything here that we can. Let's clump up. We don't want to be losing interceptors. It's a waste of money. Now I have a ton of cash. Alright, just spam. Well, I'm supply blocked too. And the thing is, I'm supply blocked at max supply with a ton of money. And I'm still terrified of this map. It's still scary because of how hard it is. Okay, that's done. I wouldn't be surprised if the base over on the right has completely rebuilt, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, and I'm thinking we take the rest of our units and we start pushing towards the main entrance. I want to say we certainly have this, but I wouldn't be surprised if I end up quick loading again, because, again, we're going to be pushing through a pretty large air fleet that's between exactly where I am and Aldaris. So we're going to have a mild trouble. Yep, here they go. Here they are, I should say. Target this carrier, get rid of it quickly. Man, their carriers have a lot of health. Okay, get rid of those. Again, we're slowly getting rid of their carriers. There we go, target this. You know what, that went okay. I expected that to go worse, and it went fine. All of these units need to back up and try to defend my expansion, though again, I'm pretty sure I'm safe. I'm pretty sure I'm done at this point. I could also blitz straight for Aldaris. And you know what, I'm going to do that. This is we need to finish this. Alrighty.
It is finished, Judicator. Surrender your remaining forces and join us in eradicating the Zerg.
I would sooner die, Dark One, than tarnish the memory of Ire by joining with you. Your fate was sealed the moment your matriarch allied herself with the Queen of Blades. Those of us still loyal to Ire will never be slaves to Kerrigan and her broods.
Aldaris, be reasonable. Kerrigan has changed. She no longer seeks to enslave anyone. Do not force us to destroy you.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret. She has been manipulated by
I have no time for this.
Kerrigan, what have you done?
I just cleaned up your mess, Protoss. Don't be so squeamish.
Wretched creature. This was our Protoss matter. You had no right to interfere. Be gone from this world. You are no longer welcome among us.
Fine. I've done what I came here to do. I've ensured the destruction of the renegade Cerebrits, and I used you to do it. Have fun, mighty Protoss. We'll be seeing each other again, real soon.
So everything in this campaign was going pretty well, both gameplay-wise and plot-wise, right? But then suddenly our survival rate and kills deaths compared to the rest of the campaign plummets, and Kerrigan kills Aldaris. Interesting story. This is pretty much where the stand starts going wrong. I mean, there's only one mission left, but that's kind of where everything goes wrong. 45 in-game minutes, 46 in-game minutes, plus I reloaded like 4 times. That's not a habit I'd like to keep up, but in this mission in particular, I really don't know how easy it would have been for me. Not easy, but I don't know how I would have necessarily been able to recover without reloading in some specific instances. And it would have just unnecessarily added to the length of the mission. Like, sure, my carriers got wiped out by that fleet of scouts. I had enough money, I just would have made another group, and it would have been fine. It's just having to take the time to do that again. I just didn't want to. So loading is way more efficient, in my opinion, in that sense. It just makes more sense. So yeah, here's the problem, not the problem, but here's my analysis of how the AI attack waves are set up on a map like this. You're very spread out with your expansions. It's very hard to react from one to the other. The enemy attacks are so large, and they counter either ground so specifically or air so specifically, and it's sort of random where they attack, with like the giant group of scouts or the groups of Reavers and High Templar, that they strike hard and fast, and you can't react with your Dark Archons fast enough to snag those units before they get at least a couple shots off and annihilate most of your either ground or air army. So you need at least half of your entire army, at least half of your total army. It's just sitting there and defending your bases. And if you try to move out and then they attack you in the meantime, you're going to lose that base. It's just, it's very tricky and very, very much dependent on the timings. You have to move out pretty much right after you get attacked. Otherwise, one of your expansions will fall. And we saw that happen a couple times. We're still under attack. Alrighty, well, this has been Jay Barino. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to be experiencing very challenging missions like this one moving forward. I don't expect to be reloading as much. It's just this map. I think this map is one of the hardest of the hard maps, so it really does stand out. Okay, well, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, my word. Thanks for watching for a 4th time. Have a great day. Bye now.